Welcome back to Shred with Ed. I'm Ed. Sitting behind me is my Specialized Enduro, and if you've been following along, you'll know I've been putting in a lot of time on this bike at the local bike park and racing enduros, and I've really been enjoying it. Well, for the most part. Don't get me wrong, I love this bike, but it's just not the sort of bike to go out for a general trail ride on. I'm not saying my Enduro is a bad bike, but I could say that taking it out on a regular ride with my fiance can be pretty boring. This is because the Enduro is so good at flattening out the terrain in front of you. It makes some trails seem flat and boring and slow. It's actually almost as long as my dirt bike in terms of geometry. I mean, the wheelbase is huge, and everyone said when this bike came out that it was essentially a mini downhill bike. So what do? I really want to be able to have a bike that can take me back to my roots of when I got into mountain biking and just generally have fun out in the woods. So without further ado, let's get back to my roots. Okay, so the bike is done. A few things that I did a little differently with this bike were the Specialized Stumpjumper was traditionally spec'd with Fox suspension, but I wanted to try something different. I always ran Fox, but decided to put a RockShox Pike up in the front. And it took me a little while, but I found a Super Deluxe Ultimate with the piggyback shock in a specific 130 travel form. It's just going to give me a little more volume and better hold up altogether. You will notice that a lot of the parts on this bike
are very similar to what's already on my Enduro. I did that for two reasons. One was to keep the rider triangle familiar, and the other is just, you know, in case I break anything, it's easier to swap parts back and forth. So still have the 165mm Ride 5 Dev cranks, still have the same gearing that's on my Enduro, 34 tooth oval up front, 1052 in the rear, same 1-up bars, the 30 HD reserve carbon wheels. But the one thing I did a little different that I'm excited for is I'm going to give these TRP brakes a shot. If you've been following the channel, you know I'm already having issues with what's on my Enduro currently. I either boil fluid, glaze the rotors, or just kind of run through pads too quickly. So I'm going to give something else a shot. And like I said, this isn't just another bike check video. We're going to go out and shred. All right, so here we go. This is a fun little flow trail. So good. Feels super smooth. Oh, I should hit that. First flowy part down, that felt pretty good. Just letting the fiance catch up. She don't ride too much, so she's getting there. She's getting faster, getting more confident. She jumps. Woo! There's another jump. Just gonna roll into it. Drop. So right away, obviously, it pedals way better than my Enduro. It's about 6 pounds lighter. Same gearing, but 40mm less suspension travel. It's fast. Brakes feel great too. Not for nothing. I think they feel as good as my Enduros, if not better. Over. It's cool, I can pop off the bottom log, clear the whole stack. This place is so much fun, it just twists and turns. Man, it's nice to be on a bike that climbs. Not to say my Enduro doesn't climb well, but you know, this is a trail bike. This can definitely climb, no problem. So this trail is more Enduro focused just because it's a little bit steeper. It's still super flowy. So it'll be great for this bike. You could test to see what it could really handle.
Getting a little stupid there. These big wheels will bail you out of anything. These brakes feel so good. And they're not even the DHR version, they're the trail version. I love this place. It's like a skate park almost. This thing feels like a BMX bike. The stiffer suspension helps it pump really easily through stuff, so it's great in flowy stuff like this. But here's where it starts to steepen up. You get a little bit faster. Just around this right-hand turn. The trail crew does an awesome job here. Grab another gear. Clear that out. Just a jump. Let's see if we could find Kristen. She's a little ways back there. She's coming along though. For somebody who never really rode a bike. When I met her, she told me she'd never mountain bike. So she's doing good though. Getting more comfortable standing up in her posture and everything. Look at her go. You good? Oh yeah. Little yank. Oh, these brakes are definitely better than my Enduros. It's not even close. You know, the main reason why I built this bike is so I could, you know, get more miles in, not have to wrestle a big heavy bike when I go out for rides with my fiance, Kristen. The Enduro is a great bike, but it's really biggest downfall is the fact that it's so good at flattening out trails that even when you ride, you know, smooth, flowy stuff like this, it just makes everything seem so boring unless it's pointed downhill. But this is a good place. It's one of our favorites. Let's see how she does coming through this puddle. It's just a little stream crossing. She's doing better though. Oh, she's already complaining. There's no pressure. My 3 subscribers are going to watch you crash. Here she goes, stands up, no brakes, perfect. 5. Here she comes. She's getting faster, all right. Oh, she's gonna roll it. Booyah. So in conclusion, I love this bike. It's exactly what I wanted to build, a big BMX bike, basically. And it is. Still get a little rowdy on it. Nice little jump. Oh, I love it though. It's so fast. Just because it's light, nimble. Brakes are fantastic. Scrub that. Oh, comes our friends. One more behind me.
One more, let them come through.